This is Optimal Health Daily. Think Yourself Fit: How Attitude Affects Results by Margo White of lesmills.com, and I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I read to you every day covering the best health and fitness blogs, with permission from the websites, of course, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. All right, and with that, let's get right to today's post as we optimize your life. Think Yourself Fit: How Attitude Affects Results by Margo White of lesmills.com. To adapt a famous line from philosophy, quote, "I think I'm fit, therefore I am," end quote. Could the well-recognized placebo effect in medicine also apply to fitness and exercise? The science suggests it does. In 2007, a remarkable study was published that demonstrated a seemingly clear link between mental expectations and physical outcomes in exercisers. The researchers took 84 female hotel attendants, most of whom believed they didn't get enough exercise, and gave half the group a 15-minute presentation explaining how, by simply doing their jobs, cleaning hotel rooms, they were meeting the Surgeon General's recommendations for an active lifestyle. The other half weren't told anything. After 4 weeks, both groups were assessed. While their behavior hadn't changed, the group that had received the presentation had lost weight, lost body fat, and had lower systolic blood pressure. They also reported greater job satisfaction. There was no change in the control group. While the physiological effects weren't huge, they were significant enough to show that when it comes to exercise, mindset matters. Was this a case of an exercise placebo effect? Placebo is typically used to describe the health benefits of a drug or remedy that can be attributed to expectation of its efficacy, rather than its actual properties. There is also a nocebo effect, which refers to the negative power of the mind to harm rather than heal. We can think ourselves well, and we can think ourselves sick. To a certain extent, it seems, we can also think ourselves fit. The lead author of the hotel attendant study, Aaliyah Crum, is now an assistant professor of psychology at Stanford University. In an excellent TED Talk on the subject, she argues for a better understanding of how mindset can play a dramatic role in determining health and well-being. More recently, she co-authored a study showing the inverse, that thinking you're less active than you are can actually be dangerous to your well-being. The researchers analyzed surveys from more than 60,000 adults from 3 national data sets, which documented levels of physical activity, health, and other measures. They looked at death records 21 years after the first survey was completed. Using statistical modeling accounting for age, body type, illness, and so on, they found that those who believed they were less active than their peers were 71% more likely to die than those who believed they were more active. As the study emphasized, simply thinking you're unfit won't kill you, and thinking you are fit isn't an excuse to avoid exercise. What it does suggest is that people should be aware of their own physical activity levels, and perhaps not compare themselves to others. If you feel good, like the hotel room attendants, you are more likely to build on your existing activity level. Feeling bad about how little exercise you think you do can put you off from doing any, and build on feelings of fear, anxiety, or depression. Similar findings emerged from a recent study into how people's expectations or beliefs about their physical fitness affected their perception of how strenuous a physical activity was. The researchers at the Department of Sports Science at the University of Freiburg in Germany recruited 78 women between 18 and 32 years of age with similar levels of fitness and asked each of them, "How athletic do you think you are?" Participants then rode a stationary bicycle for 30 minutes at moderate intensity and were asked every 5 minutes how arduous they found the activity. Those who believed that they were more athletic described the exercise as much less arduous than those who were just as fit, but who didn't rate themselves as such. This latter group found the exercise far more difficult than people with their level of fitness should have. Furthermore, the researchers decided to look at the possible placebo effect of wearing a compression shirt. They found it didn't make a difference for those who regarded themselves as sporty. For those who didn't, it made the exercise seem less arduous. said the authors, quote, "The results imply that people with negative attitudes about their physical abilities in particular may get what they pay for in the manner of a self-fulfilling prophecy." End quote. In other words, if the shirt fits and makes you feel fit, then wear it. Tips to feeling and being fit. Embrace any opportunity to be physically active. Take into account all the physical activity you do that's not exercise specific. The energy you expend during everyday activities is called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, abbreviated NEAT, and it comes from simple things such as walking, cleaning, gardening, shopping, and even fidgeting. Concentrate on your own activity and fitness level. Don't compare what you do to others. Avoid dwelling on missed exercise opportunities. Instead, think about the physical activity you have done. And be positive. Any activity is good activity. You just listened to the post titled, "Think Yourself Fit, How Attitude Affects Results" by Margo White of lesmills.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Taking charge of my health has been a priority for me, but navigating today's one-size-fits-all healthcare system can feel overwhelming. That's why I'm so excited about 23andMe Plus Total Health. It's not just a health membership. It's a way to get personalized insights that matter to me. For me, reaching the next level of health means understanding my genetic blueprint and what it says about my future risks. It's about being proactive, not reactive. With 23andMe Plus Total Health, I've begun leveraging advanced genetic screening and comprehensive blood tests. Getting started was a breeze. I received a sleek kit in the mail, which made diving into my health journey both easy and exciting. What intrigues me the most is the biological age analysis. It's fascinating to see how lifestyle changes can influence how old I really am inside. Plus, having access to clinicians with genetics expertise to guide me through a personalized health plan feels incredibly empowering. Advocate for your health today. Go to 23andme.com/OHD to receive 10% off. That's 10% off at 23andme.com/OHD. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. Now, some of us may not believe in this idea of a placebo effect having any real effect on our bodies or our health. So we may not really believe in the study outcomes today's author Margo shared. But to get us to try and believe, one experiment is to simply imagine a stressful situation, like getting in front of our entire office or in front of our entire class and giving an unplanned 30-minute speech. Oh, and if the speech doesn't go well, we're going to be fired or we'll receive an F in that class. Or imagine when someone cuts you off in traffic. If we really imagine these things, think about how you're feeling. You can imagine we would expect to experience some stress, so our heart may start to beat faster. Our palms may become sweaty. Maybe our stomachs will start to gurgle a bit. These are all real physical symptoms of something that was completely imagined. There's no actual 30-minute speech to be given, but the mere act of me suggesting it, the mind believed it was real, and real physical effects started to happen. Now, if that didn't work, we can try this. Imagine drinking a tall glass of super sweet lemonade. Can you picture it? Okay, now imagine that the lemonade didn't have any added sugar and we just drank a tall glass of pure lemon juice. Did you notice any changes, particularly to the salivary glands? Usually those little glands under the tongue become hyperactive even at the simple suggestion of imagining something sour tasting. Here again is another simple example of something imagined causing physical symptoms to appear. Okay, so hopefully one or both of these experiments made us believers in this idea that the placebo effect can lead to real physical changes. All right, that'll do it for today's episode. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back here tomorrow for our usual Friday Q&A and where your optimal life awaits.